What's up, everybody? I'm the Mana Dork. I don't have a catchphrase, but what I do have is another standard 8 rare deck for you. Today we're playing Boomer Mono Red. Now, as I mentioned in the last video, I am a Boomer. I've been playing the game since the mid-90s. So I said, let's see if the fact that Ball Lightning came back, see if it's still worth playing. Ball Lightning, red, red, red. For 6-1 with trample and haste, and at the beginning of the end step, we sacrifice it. This card has been around for 3 decades now. It came out in the Dark, the 4th expansion for the set, or for the game. And used to be the hallmark, the staple, the finisher for mono red decks. So let's build an old school mono red deck and or old school style and see what we got. Creatures, we got 4 Fanatical Firebrand. Not exactly the Mog Fanatic of old, but still worth playing. Red for a 1-1 with haste. Tap and sack, deals 1 damage to any target. You got 4 copies of Monastery Swiftspear. 4 copies of Dwarven Forge-Chanter. So, he's got the ward of 2 life, so he's going to be difficult to deal with. So he almost counts as a burn spell on his own. You got 2 copies of Heartfire Immolator from the new set. 1 in a red for a 2-2 with prowess. Pay a red and sack it. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. So both a threat and a removal. You got 4 copies of Razorkin Needlehead. Red, red for a 2-2. First strike during our turn. And whenever an opponent draws a card, deals 1 damage to them. So this is going to give us a recurring source of damage. A way for us to punch through if we wind up in a creature stalemate, and sort of functions vaguely similar to the Cursed Scroll of the old red decks. And then 4 Ball Lightnings. As far as spells, we're burn heavy. We've got 4 copies of Boltwave from the new set. Red for a sorcery, deals 3 damage to each opponent. We got 4 Burst Lightnings. Red with a kicker of 4, deals 2 damage to any target. And if it was kicked, it deals 4 instead. Got 4 copies of Monstrous Rage, because the card is ridiculous and overpowered, and even though there's not an older equivalent to it, this goes in the deck. Got 2 copies of Shock, 4 copies of Lightning Strike, 20 mountains to fuel it all, and that's the deck. Alright, I'm going to go find an opponent. That'll give you a chance to find the like and subscribe, and I'll see you over there. Alright, we can try this. Keep those 7. Start off with a Swiftspear. Get in for 1. Opponent is on blue-black of some variety. Go ahead and send first in case they're on a flash creature plan. And if they throw out a blocker, we've got the Rage. If they don't, we can try for the Razorkin. And they got the counter. Spell Stutter, which tells us to be on the lookout for Fairy Mastermind. Make another one of these. We'll hold off on the Ball Lightning until we're fairly certain it'll get through, because it is quite the haymaker. Down to 16. We'll pass. Fairy Mastermind as expected. We will dispatch it immediately. It's a shame to let the prowess triggers happen when we can't use them, but we will get rid of the creature while they have no mana to interact with the stack. Ego Drain. All right, they're going to take a card from us. There goes a ball lightning. They don't have a fairy, so they're also going to have to get rid of a card. It looks like they're deciding which. Let's find out what it is. A fencing. And another ego drain. Taking another ball lightning. And getting rid of a Incuriosity. Now they let us know that they're open-handed or empty-handed. They don't even keep the island to try and bluff. Send in. They've got something they could do. All right. Let me make sure I remember what this does exactly. Minus X, minus X. All right. Throw that at their face. Our boy will live. Doesn't deal damage, but that's okay. Italian. The kindly Lord. What number are they going to pick? 1. All right. Send everybody. Bolt the Italian. They get to draw a card. But we get to trade with the Italian. Put the opponent at 3. And they see no out. Right, we're on the play. Oops. Start with the Firebrand. And get in for 1. They are also a red deck. Let's get this thing out of the way. And get in with the Firebrand again. Maybe not red, maybe red-black lizards. Hired Claw number 2. Let's drop a Swiftspear. Lightning strike this thing. Try and get in for 3. Mountain number 3, and we got the Screaming Mimi coming at us. That's Razorkin. Let's Boltwave the face and accidentally mute them. Come over for 3, putting them at 9. Needlehead's going to deal a point. Second Screamer. No blocks. We will take that 6. Let's see if they've got a burn spell to get rid of this ball lightning. They do not. That wraps it up. Burn heavy hand, opponents on the play. Pass it back. And they got the piggy bank, all right. Let's drop this Immolator. So not very red heavy in their lands. So I'm wondering if there's a second color coming. Drop this Firebrand. And get in for 3. Alright. We'll go ahead and pop off their pig while the Carnosaur's on the stack. They get a treasure out of it, but that's alright. So maybe they're more of a big red type thing, where we should expect to see Koth and the Lynx that deals damage for the non-basic lands. We see an Inti. That's interesting. Piggy bank. Alright. Get Inti out of here. Thinking whether or not this is an appropriate point to lightning strike. Yeah. We'll try it. They get a treasure, but we get to swing in for 3. Unless they've got a 1-mana thing they can spend their treasure on. Which if they do, that means they won't have it for the ball lightning on a later turn. See what we got. Pyroclasm. Send in the ball lightning. They got the removal spell. I think maybe we spent a little too much effort dealing with the pigs, rather than just letting them swing, and we'll try and race them. But opponent has us under no pressure. Well, now they do. 7/6. And another guy. And that's going to be enough of a clock where we don't get to try and stockpile burn. See what we got here. Yeah, we're going to give it to them. They had enough early stuff that we focused too much on. Alright, we're on the play. No turn 1, dude, but I think we'll be fine. Island from the opponent. Let's get Needlehead out. It looks like they have an unsummon type effect. No. Our boy gets to stay and play. They get to take a point. Get in for 2. Pass it back. There's the bounce spell. See if we can bait something out of their hand. They don't fall for it. Try the Needlehead again. And there's the counter. Let's run out of Boltwave. Eluge. Eluge. How do we want to pronounce it? I don't know. But what we can do is drop this ball lightning. Send it. I don't believe they're going to block. And we'll load it up a little more. The opponent will go down to 3. There's a Haughty. Come in for 5. See if the Boltwave lands. Does not. See if the Burst Lightning lands. So then, does that mean we get to Firebrand? And there's our last point. Let's see what we can do with this. We're going to start with the Boltwave, because we've got a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and a 3-drop, so we're going to probably not have much of opportunity over the next few turns to surprise them with this. Whoa. There's the card we least want to see when we've got ball lightnings on our mind. Get in for 2. We're going to gain a life, but we're going to get rid of Geeba. That's the Valkyrie. Swing. They're smart enough not to block. They are stuck on 2 lands. Oh, there's a 3rd. Resplendent Angel. Sure thing. Drop him just to get him out there. Yeah, we'll swing in. Get that off the board. Although this is probably more of a threat. All right, Overseer. They gain one, they draw one, and then lose it because of the Needlehead. Send everything. Get rid of you. Opponent goes to 10. And to 9. Vindicator's a card. Or 2. All right. I don't know why I keep trying to target them with the Boltwave. Just force a habit. Resplendent Angel. We'll take it. We got a case. Yeah, we got nothing. All right, we will keep this one. Opponent is on blue-white. Get in for one. Ironcrag. Let's try the Needlekin. Get in for one. Soul Partition it before they draw. Which means we don't have to worry about a board wipe this turn, but then again, you know, we don't. That would only be us losing one creature. This isn't the point where they'd want to. Board wipe. Make another Swiftspear. Get in for 2. Pass it back. Come over for 2 again. Pass it back. We'll hold on to these guys in case there is a board wipe. Come over for 2. And the turn. Send both. And we'll send a strike at the face. Time to start getting a little aggressive, not give them a chance to, too much of a chance to draw into an answer. They've got to negate But we still get our 2 prowess triggers. And they go to 8. Come over with a pair of 1/1s. Let's try the Razorkin. Three open in case they have a No More Lies. And they're given thought. That's the 3 steps. All right. 3 steps with all the molds. I don't think they get to keep the copy of the Iron Crag. No. So we're going to end the turn. There's a portal. Get them to 1. We'll get back a Razorkin. They get a 5/5. They get a synthesizer, but we can just throw 1 damage at their face as soon as we untap. And take a bow. And that's the deck. Overall, I'm very happy with it. Wound up with a 10-3 record. Red deck does what red deck always does. Only real problems we had were either us playing poorly or Authority of the Council was completely shutting us down, making Ball Lightning look like the worst card ever. But other than that, I'm happy with it. Now, is it better than the mono red or red white mice pump spells deck? Probably not, but if you're looking for a different way to play mono red, I highly endorse this build. So if you're still here, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out and watch me play some games. Feel free to leave a comment if you like what you saw or if there's anything you'd like to see me do differently. Don't forget to like the subscribe and button the smash or whatever it is you do to show that you appreciate the video. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.